Welcome to my wish list of season 11. Now I know several creators have put theirs out already, so I thought I'd jump on the bandwagon and do one for myself. So I have 10 small requests for season 11 that I kind of wanted to go through. The first would be some of the quality of life changes for the practice range, specifically with like the sights for guns. I know people have talked about this before, but it's just crazy that you have to go all the way back into the main menu in order to try out different sites. Like that's insane to me that they don't have an option for you to change sites in the practice range. So I think that would be a very easy thing to implement and something that it's just such an easy quality of life change. The second one would be more detailed statistics. I'm a stats guy, I love numbers. I think it would be awesome if we could see more stats than just like our KD ratio and the amount of money we've collected. Like that stuff's cool, but I would love to see like more player stats, like my total objective score, my total support score, headshot percentage, the amount of healing I've done, time spent stealing objectives, the amount of objectives I've stolen, team wipes earned, like that would be very cool. I also think stats specific to weapons, gadgets, and specializations would be very cool. Like the amount of times that I've used a weapon in a game, or the number of A-limbs I've gotten, like with the sledgehammer, the total number of damage, the total damage that I've dealt with the weapon, or I don't know, win rate with that weapon. It'd be cool to compare win rates between the different weapons I use. And even like with different gadgets and stuff, you could talk about like with Goo Gun or Barricade, you could talk about total damage that was taken, or the number of revives from defib, or the number of direct hits with RPG. I mean, just different. I think it'd be very cool to have stats like that we could see. I think that'd be very cool. The third thing would be regarding clubs. I've been saying this for a long time, that clubs is such a missed opportunity for Embark. There's so many things you can do with it, just with building a community, and they just haven't, with the low cap on how many players can be in a club, with the lack of kind of like chat option. Like there is a chat option, but it's not really that easy to use, or even just having like club versus club events or things like that. Like it'd be very cool if you could do things as a club, but right now the club is just nothing more than like a glorified friend group. So the fourth thing I would want is to bring back unlockable cosmetics. Now, way back in the day, you would actually unlock cosmetics when you reached certain levels in the game. Now, I really liked it. The skins weren't anything crazy, but it was just nice to have just different skins, like different plain normal skins that you can use to mix and match and create different contestants. And now you wouldn't necessarily have to do it through levels at this point, but you could do it through things like club contracts or weapon masteries. You reach certain levels for certain weapons, you unlock certain skins or whatever. Seasonal achievements. You could even do fun things like, get so many revives within this 2-week period, and then you can unlock this or whatever. Like those, almost like the community events that we used to have, but you could do them individually, or you could bring back the community events. I mean, those are fun too. Just different things to keep people invested in the game. Number 5 is direct messaging. I'm really kind of surprised they haven't added this yet. It wouldn't be too terribly complicated, I wouldn't think. I'm sure it would take a little bit of time, but it would be such a convenience thing. I mean, there are times when I have people I've friended and they're online and I want to see if they want to play with us, but the only way to do so is to straight up invite them to the party. And sometimes they might be in a party or they might not want to join the party, but they just want to let me know, I just can't play tonight, but I'm willing to play another night. Like it just feels weird having to do that. So a simple DM system would be amazing. It would be an amazing addition to the game. Number 6 would be kind of a simple thing, but more maps. I think some more maps for cash out would be awesome, but I think especially in terms of game modes like Point Break. Point Break has hardly any maps in it, And I understand it takes time to figure it out and to balance it and everything, but I almost feel like players would rather you throw out some maps that are a little bit unbalanced that can be fixed as time goes on, rather than just limiting it to 3 or 4 maps at a time, you know? And the same goes for TDM and power shift and things like that. I think you have all these maps. Why are we not using them for these game modes, you know? So I think that would be a really good thing to start implementing, or taking more of your time to focus on. Number 7 is ranked tournament changes. Several other creators have talked about this before, and I agree with them. I think ranked at this point in the game is kind of difficult. Balancing is difficult, especially with the dwindling player counts. And one of the ways to solve this is to address the fact that we need 8 teams. That's 24 players just to play one tournament, one ranked tournament. So I think reducing it from 8 teams and 3 games down to 4 teams and 2 games would make much more sense. It would make it much more enjoyable. You would feel like you won the tournament a bit more often, and it would mean that you can queue into games faster, and you could also get matched up with people more closer to your level. Now, you could keep World Tour the same with 8 teams and 3 games. I think that's perfectly fine, but ranked, you could reduce it down to two games. I think that would make a lot of sense. I think that would solve a lot of problems, and it would be simple to implement. Number 8 is to improve Quick Cash or to replace it. I think at this point, Quick Cash's design was to be kind of an introduction, you know, to dip your toes into the waters of cash out. And right now it does not do that anymore, not even a little bit. It is just third-party simulator, you know? That's all it is. Especially when they changed the way that respawns work. It used to be like you died, you would have like whatever, 25 seconds to respawn, and that was what it was for everybody. Now it's if I die and I have 30 seconds left, and then my teammate dies and I have 10 seconds left, my teammate only needs to wait 10 seconds. It feels better for the people dying, but oh my gosh, team wipes mean nothing anymore. It is third partying the entire game. It's miserable. You don't really get to practice anything, in my opinion. That's where I really liked head-to-head. In my opinion, you should swap out Quick Cash and head-to-head, and then just rename head-to-head to something similar to Quick Cash. Because head-to-head really gives you an actual arena to practice in, you know. Like that's what I did for a long time to practice for cash out and ranked. So I think that would be a great idea. If you really don't want to do that and you want to stick with Quick Cash, then I think they need to revert, or at least take a look at the respawn timers, because right now it's third partying 100% of the time. Number 9, I think we need to really give the light class some love. Now, as someone who really never plays light, it's been a long time since light's been giving anything in the game. The only thing that's really happened recently is the removal of thermal vision. So at the very least, we could maybe give that back at some point. But I also think another specialization is warranted. My guess is that's what they're going to do. But I think it absolutely should happen, because Light has had the same 3 specializations since the game's release. Heavy has 4, Medium now has 4, Light should have 4. I think that would be a really, really cool idea to implement. And last but not least, you know, I was kind of thinking, and I know I'm wishing for the impossible here, but please don't touch melee. We've seen what you can do. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. I wouldn't even wish this on Double Barrel.